Oh Cyberpunk, what happened to you, Cyberpunk? What the hell happened? Tom Voodoo TV, back with another video. Hope you enjoy. So, I propose a question to all of you who were looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. Is Cyberpunk the best of a bad bunch of launches? So that would throw it in the category of the anthems of the world. Fallout 76, Mass Effect Andromeda. There's got to be a few more. Come on, guys. What else is there? There's numerous bad launch games. Crazy to say that Cyberpunk is actually in that realm of, bad launch games. And Avengers, Marvel Avengers is another one. It puts in that category, which is crazy to think when, looking back at Cyberpunk, you're thinking, Cyberpunk's going to be one of the best games of the generation. It's going to be mind-blowing. To now group it with the anthems and the Marvel's Avengers and Mass Effect Andromedas of the world is a bit crazy, to be honest. And in some aspects, them games are even better than Cyberpunk at this rate. I mean, at least a lot of them games were playable. Fair enough, they had their bugs, but they were playable. They were more polished than the Cyberpunk we've got on release now, which is just an utter mess if you're still playing on a base console like myself. It's an utter mess. I always thought Cyberpunk was, just far too ambitious for the current gen consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One. I always thought, they should have just made it specifically for the next gen consoles. And to be fair, Cyberpunk does look like it's running a lot better on, the next gen consoles. It still has a few hiccups, but overall it seems like it's running a lot better. But I just don't know what happened. As I said, I was not that interested anyway. And as the months went by and delays kept happening and, constant talk of crunch and, employees not being happy in the work environment. Whenever there's too much, they always say where there's smoke, there's fire. With Cyberpunk 77, there was a forest. There was like forest fire. There was smoke everywhere, and the writing was on the wall. But it's just crazy to think the game that everyone was looking so forward to has just, it's come out and it's a bit of a disaster, which is hard, which is always hard to recover from. A lot of these games have picked up steam since. I think The Division 2 was a game that didn't have the best launch, but managed to gain a bit of traction. I think Anthem has gotten better, but who talks about Anthem anymore? You can never, first impressions are a lot, you can never have another first impression. And the first impression of Cyberpunk is it's a broken game. It's, a buggy game. It's failed on many promises, and to any customer looking to buy the game, and if you have any know-how of the gaming industry, Cyberpunk is just, it's kind of written off, guys, and I'm sorry to say that, but it will never be the game a lot of you thought it would be. It may amount to that, but because of this horrible launch, it will never reach the heights it was meant to. I feel like a lot of the games that were supposed to be big hits or, didn't really hit the mark. Marvel Avengers was, similar to the Cyberpunk release. The Last of Us 2 was just, don't get me started on Last of Us 2, but I feel like a lot of the games that had, high expectation did fall short this year, and Cyberpunk is just another game that fell short. I'll be willing to give Cyberpunk another go, maybe, maybe in a year's time, I'm probably just gonna let it breathe for a while now. Maybe in a year's time when I've got a PS5, and they've can't get my words out, when they have fixed all the bugs and anything like that, or I'll be willing to give it a try. But as of now, yeah, it's not a game I'm interested in, and I'll be damned if I'll be spending any money on Cyberpunk. It's broken, it's buggy, it's a mess, and arguably the worst launch title ever. Or is it the best of a bad bunch? Either way, it's a loss for Cyberpunk. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep gaming. Tomfoolery TV, where you're a fool for not watching. Stay tuned. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.